Today, let's take a look at working with text and headlines in our builder. If you watched the last video, you saw how all text on your site is configured as either paragraph text or header text, the latter of which being assigned to an H1, H2, H3, and so on, depending on how prominent or relevant the text is to the page and its SEO. Here on the home page of our electrician template, let's first look at how we can make changes to pre-existing text on a page. Our first row here has both header text and body text. Now let's say we wanted to add some text to our smaller paragraph here. We can simply double click into the text box, and we're instantly given both a cursor for typing as well as a toolbar with a number of text styling features right here. If we want to add some text, we can simply type, "Get a free quote today." It's that simple. Now let's highlight our text, and we can then change anything we want right here with our toolbar. We can make it bold, underlined, italicized. We can increase the size. Let's bump this up to maybe 18. We can make individual font choices here if you want it to differ from your global font settings, as well as the font weight. Then we've got some paragraph settings here, including left, right, and center justification and line height. And this here is where we add a link. So if we wanted, we can highlight any selection of our text, click our link prompt, and direct people to any internal page, external page, anchor, contact method, anything we want. All the same link settings that you're already familiar with. Tons of options, all here at your fingertips. Next, let's click into our header text, Electrician Services. We get a similar toolbar here, the only difference being this additional dropdown of a header classification. Now, as you maybe guessed, this Electrician Services text is the largest text in view, very prominent and very relevant to a Google search. So this has been classified as an H1. But with this dropdown, you can easily reclassify any text on your site to match a different classification and global styling settings in a snap. Now let's add some new text to the page. So to do so, just pop out your widgets panel, and let's take a look at basics. The widgets to note here are this first one, text, which would be our body text or paragraph text, and large title and small title. Let's take a small title and implement it on our page. So we can click and drag it out of the panel, and before we release our mouse, we can pinpoint exactly where we want it to go. Let's put it right above this list of bullet points. And we'll drop. Nice. Now let's enter some text. Our mission. And we can customize just as before. Now, just because this widget said H3 in the library doesn't mean you're locked there. You can use the same dropdown as before and say we wanted an H4. There we go. Easy peasy.